Hello, friends. Today I am going to tell you a beautiful eye opening story. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Kent who worked at a factory. His mentor, an old technician, taught him to talk less, do more, and never stop developing skills in every aspect. Few years later, the old man retired and Kent became a technician himself. Kent continued to do his work with the same dedication and diligence as he was taught. One day he visited his mentor. The old man noticed that Kent seemed to be unhappy, and so he asked what was troubling him. Kent poured his heart out in front of his mentor. I have been following your instructions exactly all these years. No matter what I work on, I keep quiet and focus on the job. I know I have done good work at the factory and I have learned all the skills that can be learned there. I don't understand the guys who don't have my experience or capabilities have all been promoted while I am still making as little as I did before when I was your apprentice. The old man asked, are you positive that you have become indispensable to the factory? Kent nodded yes. After a while, old man turned to him and said, you must request a day off using whatever reason you like. It's time for you to give yourself a break. The Kent was surprised by this advice, but the more he thought about it, the more it made sense. He thanked his teacher and left quickly to make a time off request. When Kent returned to the work after his day off, the manager called him into his cabin to tell him that the things did not go well at the factory while he was on off. Others encountered many problems that normally would be handled by him, and they had no idea how to solve them. Realizing his importance, the manager decided to promote him to the position of senior technician to thank him and encourage him to keep up the good work. Kent was grateful for his mentor's wisdom. Surely he thought this was the secret for success. From that point on, whenever Kent felt like he deserved more than what he was getting, he would take a day off. When he came back the next day, the situation would improve to his satisfaction. This pattern continued for many months. One day, Kent found that he was blocked from going into the factory. Much to his shock, he found out that his employment was terminated. He could not believe it. Not knowing what else to do, he went back to his mentor to try to figure out how things had gone so wrong. Why did I lose my job? He asked with wounded pride. Did I not do everything as you instructed? Actually, you did not, because you heard only half the lesson, the old man said. You understood right away that no one pays any attention to a light bulb that is always on. It is only when it goes off that people suddenly take notice and realize they have been taking it for granted. You were so eager to apply this understanding that you left before hearing the second half. Kent felt perhaps he made a big mistake. What was the second half? He asked. The mentor spoke slowly to make his point. The second half, more important than the first, is the realization that if a light bulb goes off frequently, then sooner or later it will be replaced with one that is more reliable. Moral: don't let yourself be taken for granted, but at the same time, do your work and don't stop everything you do just because it doesn't go the way you want it. Find the balance in life, and life will reward you by giving you the balance back. To listen such beautiful stories which will motivate you, do subscribe, give likes and share this story as much as you can to your dear ones. Thank you and take care always.